Hi everyone, my name is Gary and I'm here with Alyssa today, who's one of our aquarists at the Aquarium of Niagara, and we're talking about all things jellyfish. So Alyssa, do you want to walk us through this space? Because this is behind the scenes, where most of our guests wouldn't normally have the opportunity to see.
Yeah, definitely. This is what we call Jelly Hall. This is where all of the extra holding for jellyfish and culturing space is located at the Aquarium of Niagara. So we have some tanks filled with jellyfish, believe it or not. They need bright light, some of jellyfish do. Depending on their needs, I can distribute them into specific beakers for the day and feed them out all throughout the day. As I said, they need to eat constantly. So besides the brine, we also have some jellyfish, some cold waters back here. So these are a couple different stages of their life cycle. So in this tray, you can see I have cold water moons that are less than an inch in diameter for their bell, and this is where they will stay until they get about 6 inches wide bell. Now before they become this, off as a polyp. So the polyp will actually attach to pretty much anything if you're a cold oral arms make this a sea nettle. Sea nettles can get tangled up sometimes. It's very easy to untangle them though. And they also eat just like every other jellyfish. Same exact thing, brine shrimp, multiple. Now walking through just one more time, you'll see all of the filtration that we have to keep the jellies healthy, which requires a lot, believe it or not. They're pretty dirty animals. So we have some protein skimmers, some filter socks, just some basic filtration for them to stay healthy.
Now Alyssa, one of the questions we get a lot of times is related to jellyfish and their ability to sting. So can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Sure. So every jellyfish has these specialized cells called nematocysts. They pretty much fire off a barb-like thing into your skin, we'll say, and that's what actually is stinging you. Now, the sea nettles probably have the worst sting at this aquarium right now. The moon jellyfish that we showed you earlier, you could touch them and they're not going to affect you. I wouldn't suggest going and touching jellyfish just for fun, but just know that they won't hurt you as much. And our upside, as Eric showed you earlier, which you're going to see just a little bit now, they also have a pretty powerful sting as well if you disturb them. So all jellyfish do have the ability to sting, and everybody reacts differently. There are a bunch of things out there that you can pee on the sting. I would highly recommend against it. Just use regular vinegar, and that will help dilute the affected area, I would say.
That's great, Alyssa, because we hear that misconception out there a lot. And the other thing we hear a lot about when we're thinking in terms of jellyfish is that they don't have a brain and they don't have a heart. So how are they staying alive?
Right. Jellyfish are really ridiculously simple creatures, but they're the hardest to take care of. So jellyfish don't like to sit on the bottom. They don't like to be at the top. They don't want to touch each other. They want to just drift through the water, depending.
White?
That's a great question. So believe it or not, we don't just like to live in the dark down here. Jellyfish polyps don't like light. So when a jellyfish tries to make more jellyfish, they can release all of their gametes out into the water column, and those will actually fall down onto the bottom of wherever they are. On the bottom of the ocean is usually pretty dark, so that's where those polyps will really become the healthiest they can, and then eventually float up to the surface. So because we do culture jellyfish here, we tend to keep it a little on the darker side to make those baby jellies a little happier.
Now, as you mentioned, jellyfish are one of the hardest animals to care for in the building, although they're not one of the largest.
Nope.
Kind of been known as jellyfish queen here at the aquarium.
Geez.
So where did you get to learn how to take care of these really delicate animals?
Thank you. So I started working with coral when I first started here as a coral specialist, and believe it or not, corals, which you see all over the ocean floor sometimes, those guys are attached to something, but they belong to what is known as a Nigerian family. So jellyfish and corals are practically the same. Jellies just float and corals attached to something. So I learned a little bit along the way through corals, and then I had the privilege of visiting the National Aquarium in Baltimore. My facility
Aquarium's website, you'll see some activities that our education department's put together that kind of complement the work and discussion that we're doing here live on Facebook. So hopefully we'll see you all again tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alyssa.
Thank you, everyone.
And everyone stay safe and healthy. Bye, everyone.